Street, mi beautiful linda raza, man. Do me a favor, man. If you rock with your boy, just hit that like button, man. If not, there's a chinga tu madre button. That one is good as well. I got thick skin. I don't get offended, especially off internet comments, because the internet's not real. It's all bullshit. But we're here because the community is knocking on the door at 15K, and that's on YouTube only. On Instagram, we already got to 15K. That's cool, man. Appreciate you guys. And then on TikTok, we're also knocking on the door, I think, at 11,000, man. But I'm going to go ahead and make this video for you guys because something that just popped my mind. I said, I'm going to give you something to hate on. Why not? Because I started this shit. I started this Chicano shit on the internet, on YouTube primarily. And the message hasn't changed at all, man. I know a lot of cabrones están aguitados. They're like, fuck, man, why didn't I get Chicano tube and why didn't I get that, babe? Because it wasn't meant to be, perrito. It wasn't meant to be, man. The one that was going to have Chicano tube cracking and popping is someone that has common sense, someone that's in 2025, someone that's not easily gullible, not easily manipulated, not easily swayed by anyone's opinion. I'm going to do me because it's been me from day number one, period. Okay, you see the glory, but a lot of people don't know the story, man. I came from the gutter. Gente, I had nothing. We had nothing as a family. I stayed in those motherfucking food stamp lines forever. We didn't have anything. We were on government cheese. We were on welfare. We were on food stamps. We were on all of that. Okay, I've experienced all of that coming up in the gutter. Not just that, the very first home, this is something that I might as well put out there now. The very first home that my mom owned was in the most gang-infested, I'll challenge anyone to challenge me on this that's from Salinas, was located in the most gang-infested perimeter area, whatever you want to call it, of Salinas. Literally, there's 3 hoods about 20 yards apart. That means all sharing that same intersection, man. Sleeping in houses with nothing but pinchy roaches crawling all over me. That's all it was growing up. So because I come from nothing, I appreciate every motherfucking thing, man. And I think it was our time to shine and come on the internet. That's why this channel's not going anywhere, cabrones. That way someone can spread some pinchy positivity on some shit. Because being stuck in the same mentalities that we're always in, that's just old. That's just played out, man. It's just played out as the fucking ropa. All that shit is played out, man. All of my partners that survived this shit, right, went to the YAs, did everything. Went to all levels, did everything, okay? They don't want nothing to do with nada, cabrones. They don't want nothing to do with dressing in Dickies and Ben Davis. They don't want nothing to do with anything that's gonna get them close to another pinchy jail cell. They want nothing to do with that. They're all squares now. The square life, that's for me. But look, listen, man. My message from day number one, it has never changed. Even though motherfuckers have come after me, people have said, "Oh, fuck that, Mikey. You gotta go." You know, especially right now, right, with what's happening in as far as like the ICE deportations and all that, and they're still kind of milking that on the pinchy internet. Let that be the hill you die on. Go ahead, you do you. How's that working out for you? You know what I mean? Especially in this climate, it's not too popular to go against the grain and say certain things. But it's never swayed me. I've never been like that. Never at all. I'm not an easy pump-up case, okay? Kind of like Cholo Juan, right? Food Community came out and said Cholo Juan fell off. All of a sudden, he drops like 6 videos. That's an easy pump-up case. The bicycle pump with the needles we used to buy at Big Five. Remember those? I just pumped up a football to go take it to the Delta when we went last weekend, man. Shout out to my partner, my brother from another mother, man. We met each other. I'll tell a quick story on my partner that now owns a $3 million home on the Delta, right? Not gonna put his name out there, but I'll tell a quick story on how we met, man. Basically, I get a kite and it slides right under the door. The porter slides the kite, points, Diaz, that's for you, cabron. Boom. blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop, I'm this from here, I'm in 211, blah, 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 and he wanted some information as far as the family visiting goes. Nevertheless, long story short, this man didn't just use his circumstances as a way to fuck off his life. Fuck it, man. I'm just throwing my life down the toilet. Fuck it. I'm just gonna be happy with just living in mom's basement. Fuck it. Being in debt, $2,000 ride outside, broke, stuck, because the system did it to me. He's not. Nope. You know what he did? Not only did he join the pinchy electrical union, he ended up training electricians, and now he's his own independent electrical contractor who even built the last wing, the annex, the last add-on at Facebook in San Jose. My boy is making so many chips, and we met each other at the most lowest points of our lives. The most lowest points. You want to talk about being a victim? Go ahead, my boy. How's that working out for you? Oh, fuck that, Mikey. You just think you're better. I don't think I'm better than shit. Go back and watch the beginning of this video, man. I went to sleep as a youngster with roaches crawling on my face. You think I think I'm somebody? No, you got it fucked up. You got it all fucked up, man. That's why Chicano Tube is going to be around, man, because it's going to be the only positive light out there for Chicanos, not cholos, not 50-year-old gang members still acting tough on the internet, okay? Persuading, romanticizing the calles. In the end, they might say, well, yeah, you know, I hope the youngsters listen to my message and blah, blah, blah. No, you're not. You're doing that shit because you like that shit. Anyone that really came out of that life was back against the wall on a 4-1. Anyone that was really about that ain't talking about it no more. Real ones don't talk about that shit no more. Now, if they put me on a podcast or whatever, I might have to come out with some members only shit. The stuff that only my members only, the stories they hear, I might have to pop out with that. But I want to make sure that's not the whole pinchy interview. We want to make sure we're guiding the youngsters in the right direction, period. Barrio Tactics, I see you, my boy. I appreciate you, man. Georgie's in the casa. That's right. Artie Marina, I appreciate you, my boy. Wrenched up, ready to go, man. Anyways, I'm going to give you something to hate on. Because if you want to just stay stuck where you're at, no ambitions at all, right? It's the fucking white man. It's the white man. Really? You really think it's the fucking is it the gavachos that you can't get out of your mom's basement from playing video games all day and can't go out and get ahead? You know, the sad thing about it is, gente, some of our parents almost died crossing that fucking border. Straight up. Some of our parents risked their lives. And it wasn't just for them to have a better life. They were realizing that everyone that came and brought their kids had way more opportunities. Getting right here in the pinchy USA. And what are we doing? We're playing Twitter fingers. Fuck you, Mikey. You ain't shit. Yeah, you think they're playing Twitter fingers, or they're stuck and they're validating their excuses why they can't get ahead in the US. Oh, it's the gavacho. Oh, yeah? So that's why you have no ambition. It's the gavacho's fault, huh? Oh, they stole the land. Oh, yeah? That's why you have no ambition, because they stole the land. Oh, they're deporting my tío. Oh, yeah? That's why you have no ambition, because they threw your fucking tío in a migra truck. What's new? I'm sorry to burst your bubble. What's new? Oh, the video came out. I think it was just today, right? They're showing Home Depot, right? It was like in the movie Heat. Remember when they had the stakeout, and but the dude fucking the pinche placa sat down with his walkie-talkie and remember he hit the thing, and all of a sudden Al Pacino's like, "Fuck, you gave us away, cabron." The Home Depot truck, they were staking out the Home Depot, and they run out of that shit like 20, 30 deep. They're rushing at the Home Depot. Now, I'm just laughing because I'm making light of it, but again, because I don't give a fuck anyways. But I'm just saying I don't agree with certain tactics. No, like I don't agree with them snatching people up from court, because the people that are getting snatched up from court, gente, let's be honest, man. At least they're fucking showing up. At least they're trying to do something. There's some fucking effort at them going to court. And that's why I feel bad. I'm not for that shit. No, absolutely not at all. I'm not for that shit. They're trying to put in an effort. They should give the motherfucker a pass. Okay, you know what? He's coming to court. He's showing us his taxes. He's showing us, what he's doing in the community. Let's extend this another year and just keep it moving. None of that. I'm not down with none of that. But they're putting these videos out, and they really are gaslighting the fucking raza. Our own raza is gaslighting our own raza. Our own raza is persuading people to go and catch cases. Hey, and then to the point where they're telling you, don't you see them on the internet? They're telling you, gang members, why aren't you doing anything? The gang members are the ones. You say this and that about your hood. Now stop the fucking police. When the... Oh, man, that is crazy. This is the internet. The internet is a trip, man. But I'm going to give you something to hate on, man. That broke mentality is what's going to keep you in the back seat. That's what's going to keep you in the back. Now, again, I'm not putting a limit as far as, okay, what happiness is, or what the definition of success is, because that's to each his own. I was happy just to have a roof over my head, food on the table, clothes on my back, be healthy, have God, and all my family healthy. That to me is success. Not what money in the bank, not the fucking cars, none of that shit is success or happiness, right? But I get tired of the comments I don't spend too much time on, unless I'm on a good one. Sometimes I'm on a good one. I'll go in there and get into some fucking comment guerras. I'm not gonna spend my time on some low-level BS conversations telling me, Mike, you're not raza because, man, I'm more raza probably than you. How about that? Well, what do you mean? Okay, well, let me explain it to you then. First of all, I'm Mexican. First of all, I'm dual citizen. I also have a Mexican birth certificate. Do you? Second of all, well, that's actually third of all. Third of all, I spend about a quarter of my year traveling to Mexico. Do you? I've been at that border at least 4 or 5 times already this year. For anyone that's making little, the border videos are pretty much done because the border's shut down. But for anyone that's seeking it from a first-hand experience, I've been to the border 4 or 5 times. Have you? I've talked to the people down there in Mexico, and they don't give a shit about politics. They don't give a shit who the president is over here. You do. They don't. You do. They don't give a shit about stolen land in Mexico. You care about stolen land. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about all these politics. So, matter of fact, they don't even like the fucking president. And Mexicans don't even like the president. They don't. But anyways, that's another conversation. Oh, you ain't Mexican. I'm all that. I'm way more Mexican, and I'm more qualified to talk about shit than 90% of the haters on fucking trolls on the internet. So I'm going to give you more things to hate on after I take a drink of the lemon juice. And read some comments. Remember when tattoos won't allow you to get jobs? Bro, I was just telling that to Bonkers yesterday, the homegirl. Okay, I was just telling her yesterday, we used to have to put band-aids on things to get a job, but now it's more socially acceptable. My mom had breast cancer about a year or 2 before she passed. She survived it and got like another 2 or 3 years of life, thank the Lord. The surgeon that operated on my mom was more blasted up than all of us. This dude had koi fish going up all blasted up. It's more socially acceptable. And I guess that's a good thing to the extent of, hey, they're not judging a book by the cover no more. You know what I mean? That means they're not seeing someone all blasted up. The most blasted up person could be the most intelligent person in the room, but you wouldn't know that because of your fucking stereotype, right? What's sad is the raza, we go after each other the fucking most, right? Some of the comments that I've gotten, right? Because again, for politics, that this channel is not a political channel. If you want to politics, American Cholo, they go in from second number one on politics. But I've openly expressed it, right? I voted for Trump. I voted for Trump not once, not twice. I voted for the motherfucker 3 times. Unapologetically. Took all the bullets and all that shit. And at the end of the day, look where we're at. $46 billion already collected in tariffs. They should send some checks over to the raza for that. The biggest haters I've had on the internet were Mexican. And I think what really burst their fucking bubble is that, 1, I don't give a shit. And 2, I'ma always do me. And 3, I've never been a follower, man. I've never been a follower. I'm not gonna apologize, take a back step for anything. That would be like me, oh man, I shouldn't have chose that hood. I should have chose that hood. What kind of stupid shit is that? I'm gonna stand on every decision that I make. These little low-level comments on the internet don't mean anything. What I like to do is when people reach out to me and be like, Mikey, how did you make it out of the hood? Those are the people that when they reach out to me on Instagram, I'm like, this is what I do the internet for. I do it for those people. The ones that say, hey, Mikey, just like you, I grew up in the hood, grew up poor, grew up broke, grew up on food stamps. You, my boy, if you grew up like I did, like I just explained, you have every excuse in the book to use to throw your life away. But if you're winning, it's because you want to win. If you're losing, choose your excuse to lose. Well, they stole the land. Okay. That's why you're losing, huh? Well, the ICE raids are happening. Okay. ICE is happening, huh? When do they form? Have they been in existence about 50 years? 40 years now? Okay. That's why you want to stay losing. Go ahead. Do that. You know what I mean? And then, to the 50-year-old gang members, what breaks my heart about still being 50 years old and still wanting to come off, give your energy like I'm this fucking tough guy. I did that for so many years. I'm like, and it caused so much damage because really did that, like to the fullest extent. Like I was the issue pusher. Don't get it twisted, but you can call me the dork or lame or square. I don't give a shit, right? I was the issue pusher. Doing that for so long, why the fuck now, at being almost 50 years old, would I still want to come on the internet dressed up like I'm still stuck in the 90s? What's gonna happen is don't get mad when your son catches a life sentence. Let your boy catch a life fucker. It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games until you catch that L. I don't want to hear shit come out of your mouth when he has 4 or 5 bullets and he's in the hospital and you're the most hypocritical fucking social media post is gonna come from you. You, the overgrown gang member that wants to be tough on the internet. And anyways, the most hypocritical post is gonna come from you saying, please pray for my son. You are the reason he's in the hospital bed with bullets inside of him. You. Man, I'm gonna give him something to hate on all day long, man. I feel like switching lives now. Let's talk about the fucking sun. Let's talk about the summer. Let's talk about, the positive or anything else that's going on. I've actually gone into 2 more investments going on, popping right now. But again, that information we give over to people that want to reach out to me on a one-on-one level. Reach out to me on a one-on-one level, and I'll tell you what you could do with 5 racks. I'll tell you what you could do with 10 racks, 20 racks, 50 racks. I'll tell you what you could do with a cool 100K. But reach out to me. Though there's no one that has reached out to me on IG or TikTok that says I've turned them away and all that. And I know some people will get mad at that and be like, fuck that. Mikey's always talking about money. Check this out, man. Why did our parents want to come here? For us to drop the bag? Absolutely not. Okay, and I get people talk about, well, Mikey, we need to make some change. Yeah, we do need to make some change, but you know how you make change? You got to get the money, because if you don't get the money, you're not going to have the power. And if you don't have the power, your voice is not going to be loud enough to make a change. So all this wanting to fucking, what's the plan if you don't do it the way I'm telling you? Start whacking hudas? That's what you want to do? You're trying to persuade the fucking brown people to go and whack hudas? In the name of what? Man, you got it twisted, man. These fucking... Oh, man. I'm getting some canas now, huh? Look at the canas are coming in and shit, man. You know what I mean? I remember an OG one time said, hey, just because there's snow on the roof doesn't mean there's no fire in the furnace. Órale. Hit that pinchy like, man. Honestly, what does that do for us? It hurts people like me that own my own business. Where's your business? Is it not scaling, bro? What kind of business? Do you have overhead, or are you talking about just like an online business? You can get at me, Denver Made. I'm on IG, cabron. You know what I mean? Let me know where you're at or what's going on, because a lot of people's businesses are struggling right now. And they have to come up with contingency plans as a plan B and C, because they got into overhead without the business being established in the first place. I don't suggest just because you have this grandiose idea, great marketing, fucking badass design, banner, logo, and a little bit of bread to start putting overhead on your business, bro, because we got to scale it up, man. It's going to warrant itself, bro. That means you start it from as remote on the laptop. If it's sales is the most profitable industry in the world. Sales. I know a lot of people don't got mouthpiece for sales, but sales is the most profitable, say it again, most profitable industry in the world. So when you see them on the TikTok shop and all that, they're just packaging up orders all damn day. They're getting direct deposits to the TikTok shop. Of course, you know, you got to put in your tax information. They get broke off, the IRS, and they just go to the post office and just mail off the product or whatever it is, the lashes or the fucking shorts or whatever they sell on TikTok, you know. But you would have to, I wrap cars and tint windows. That's right, my boy. That's right. Again, you can get at me, cabron. You can get at me. How much margin you making every month, cabron? What's your NOI? You know, these reports that are pretty basic and standard. We should be, right? We should be logging our income. We got to get past the time where we used to just spend money, get money, and just get by, because we're not organizing it. And no wonder our business is just barely getting by. All right, let's keep giving them something to hate on, man. Maybe about 10 more minutes. All right. Coming on this internet, giving unpopular topics is like stepping in the fucking lion's den, but I've never given a shit, man. From day number one. That's how we're knocking on the door at 15K. Never. I've been representing here my region, Salinas. I've been helping the farm workers. Half of my portfolio are farm worker properties. 1 or 2 are tax credit, just so it can help me on the taxes, cabrón. And then the other one, about 95%, affordable housing, 5% conventional housing, right? 5-6 properties. I have at least 1,200 farm working families. Okay, helping them out. That's the real shit. That's not coming on the internet and fucking clout chasing. And we have a good time on here. You know what I mean? You see it, right? With Chicano Street. You see with the shows that we have a good old time. Absolutely. It's always going to be a vibe over here, right? But there's a message. Don't get it twisted. There's a message in this. The message is this. If I can do it, you can do it. What's your excuse? I can do it. You can. Well, Mikey, the system. What system? The system. Oh, you mean you getting into trouble and you getting into problems? Yeah, I've been through all that shit. Yeah. Or what part of the system you talking about? Like, are you on parole and they're still harassing you? I've been there too. Where they would come, the first 6 months they came, because of where I paroled, they came with a fucking piss test at 5:30 a.m., disturbing my family as hell, stressing me out. I couldn't get a job for 2 years after coming home. I couldn't pay for a bill. You know how much stress that caused me and my family? If anyone needed an excuse, or if some people want to call it a reason, not an excuse, if anyone needed a reason to just stay stuck in the system, okay, I still don't understand what that means, the system. You're talking about Hotel California? Well, Hotel California is always going to be open for pendejos. You know what I mean? 24/7, 365. Again, if I can make it, all of you can make it, man. You know what breaks my heart? When I talk to parents, parents reach out to me. Can you talk to my son? Absolutely. I don't think I've ever told anyone no. And I'll fit it inside my busy ass day. I'll fit that inside my busy ass schedule. I get a phone call and she's like, my son, I already know he's banging. I go over there, talk to him. He don't want to hear it. He's as hard as a fucking cement wall because it's not him. It's the issues, the root, the causes, growing up right there poor. You know, moms, you know, just hopping around different dudes all the time. There's a different dude all the time, seeing drugs, seeing domestic violence. He just wants to go to the homies because the homies give him peace. The only peace he gets is from the homies. But once I analyze it and see it, I can sit down. And this is what I did to that youngster. I sat down and I'm like, look, whether you're going to listen to me or not, that's cool. I'll talk to the wall, but at least I know you could hear me. Check this out. And I broke him down and I gave him my contact. You know, now we have the dot card, the business card. It just, you put it next to the phone, beep. All my contact information, all my social medias, go all out there in one tap. He didn't get a hold of me. Half of them do get a hold of me because they really want someone to vent to or really looking to make a change, man, because they see the life sentence coming. It's coming. The life sentence is coming, and it's not cool, man. It's not cool to be an old-ass cholo on the internet. That's not fucking cool at all, man. Get over that shit. That's what I'm saying. Chicano, this is us. The cholos, cool, respect it. Been one. Not am one. Been one. So I understand it. I relate to it. You know what I mean? Not trying to take the neighborhood out of the youngsters, just trying to get them to think about their future and make the right choices, man. I'm going to give them something to hate about, man. Maybe go back and watch this live right now. Whatever I said, it was unapologetic. I don't know what I said, but I just titled it that and went on a good one, right? It's like having quality dope. It sells itself. That's right, cabrón. My son just graduated. He doesn't know what he wants to do. At first he was thinking maybe jump in the army. Now he's kind of just bouncing around. I said, look, man, you got parents that will support you as long as, you know, you're heading in the right direction. That's it, man. It's never too late anyways. There's 45, 50-year-old people, and that's not old. It's middle-aged, signing up for law school. What the fuck is your excuse? Signing up for law school. They're going to be lawyers in about 6 years. I think it's about a 6-year thing. My buddy that we spent the weekend at his home that's off the Delta, okay? $3 million home at the Delta. I mean, he saved half a dozen people's lives from electrocuting themselves. Some pendejos, just rookies. They stay on rookie mode. And it's like these old cholos. They stayed on fucking rookie mode. When we were rookies, we would just fucking jump out the car hard and be uniformed up, ready for action. And they still look like that, but they're talking positivity, confusing the shit out of all the youngsters. How can you talk something positive come out of your mouth, but you look like you're about to catch a case? That don't make sense to me. But anyways, he saved about 6 people's lives that would have electrocuted the hell out of themselves and died, he said. I said, that's why God put you their way. That's why I told him this weekend. I said, that's why God put you their way. You're going to be the electrician's electrician. Badass. This lemon water is life. Excuse me. That's right. Mikey got his degree from CDC. No way. Only thing I got is degrees go. I went to Central Coast College. I did get a A1 certificate in accounting, right? Community school, that was just for photography. Couple classes in photography. That was it. And then any other big college? No, bro. I got my GED from Mount Toro, bro. I had 17 credits as a high school senior. Wait, I'm ashamed of that, but it's part of my story. It's gonna build me. It's gonna motivate me to tell these youngsters to do the right thing. I had 17 credits when they ran a credit check for me in my high school year. The pinchy counselor at Mount Toro said, "What'd you do? Just put your name on top of every paper?" I was like, damn. Then I got into a squabble, and then my probation officer says, "You take the GED or I just violate your ass." And I decided to go and take the GED, and I got it. So, no, everything I learned, bro, was from mentors, man. Mentors. And if I keep it a buck with you, none of the mentors were raza. None of my mentors were raza. Period. The ones that wanted to see me win were the fucking gabachos. I can name them. Africanos, also Middle East. I had a Middle Eastern straight financial guru mentor. We hate on each other more than any fucking one. We do. The raza does. We pull each other down more than anybody was. The raza does. I had mentors that were güeros, gavachos that wanted to see me win, even if they knew I was from the hood, didn't come from nothing. All of that. They wanted to see me win. Oh, well, is white supremacy. Okay. How's that working out for you? It's like, I didn't sign up to be no one's activist at all. I'm on this YouTube thing. I'm on social media just to speak my truth. It's my facts. If you want to do that, you can aspire to be whatever you want to be. You can do it all, man. You need a little bit of guidance. I'm not saying I know it all. I'm still in a certain tax bracket. I'm trying to get to the next tax bracket, and it's going to happen. I got about a 5-year plan that's going to turn into a 3, hit the goal early. You can go reach out to me, man, on Instagram. Everyone starts from something, man. I fucking was washing dishes. The first job I got, okay, when I could pass a background check, coming home, I humbled myself. I had other jobs, especially like when I met the beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife. I have an executive job in the day, wear a suit, and gangbang at night. The first one I got was washing dishes. I washed dishes. That was the first. I humbled myself. I'm nobody, man. I'm nobody. But when you regard yourself as that, the Lord is the one, God is the one that lifts you up. He exalts the humble and does the opposite to people that think they're someone, right? Like the pendejo, the tattoo artist, right? He was on a horse, thought he was all knowing, almighty. I'm the relationship expert. I'll teach you how to raise your children. I'll teach you how to be a man. And look what happened to that pendejo. He fell off his horse. Boom, boom, boom. And I do hope he's safe. I don't know, because this internet thing is just one thing. Don't take it too serious. And no one got to do nothing, you know what I mean, on the internet. Even though American Cholo, I was commenting on his live yesterday, and he says, if you get that dude to open sparring, I will pull up. American Cholo said that. I was on his live yesterday. American Cholo told me, he said, if you get this dude over to open sparring in Upland the day of the Canelo fight, I will pull up. And I think he will dust that dude off. The dude is 4'10", 135 pounds. I think American Cholo, even if he did land anything, would eat every shot and pretty much pummel him to the ground. What do you think? That's Cheeseman Tube. Give him something to hate about. Maybe they even hate on that. Oh, fucking Mikey. You used to talk shit about the dude. Look, listen, man. Listen, man. At the end of the day, one of the few channels still doing something for the fucking community. What are you doing for the community? What do you do other than exercise your Twitter fingers? What do you do? I don't notate everything I do because I move a little bit more low pro. That's it. Oh, we're not low pro, we're on the internet, but you know, as far as passing out blankets and turkeys and going to the jails and all this other stuff, you know, I'll post something like when I got the certificate for 10 years. I'll post that because I thought that was a great accomplishment. But did you see me post for 10 years of shit? No. You saw me just say, hey, I've been here for 10 years. Good looking out. And then here come all the troll comments. Ah, you ain't doing shit in there. Guess what? Changing people's lives, that is the most valuable career you could have, man. It pays more. And I'm not talking about just feria. I'm talking about it pays more in your life. You wonder why doors open up for you? You wonder why God always makes it click for you? Look what you do, man. You change people's lives, man. All right, let's read some comments. Crime never paid. And nowadays, cameras and people got their phones all day. Good luck. Or just hang up the gloves. Absolutely. You can't do nothing in public, bro. They're going to get you no matter what. But who's still catching a case in 2025, bro? Now they don't even they got one hot meal, someone told me in CJ in the county. They only got one hot meal. When you go in, they'll give you 2 lunch sacks now. And then they said that lunch sack in the morning is a square piece of white bread, bro. A square piece of white bread that they call a couch. That's your breakfast. Okay? A cup of cornflakes and your milk. You know what I mean? That's what you want? To be a tough guy, right? Put in work, handle business, go all the way. You know what I say? Whatever you're going to do it to the best of your ability, man. Don't punk out. Don't do no chavala shit. Do it right. Do it all the way. Don't want to go out ass backward and end up on paperwork telling on the whole fucking thing on everyone. And then later on when you tell on everyone, you say, well, I didn't know what I signed up for or all this other shit. When you tell on someone, it negates anything you did. I don't give a fuck what you did. You ended up telling. So whatever you do it all the way. But if you're going to listen to Mike, if you're going to listen to Chicano Tube, if you're going to listen to this message right here, fuck what the haters say in the comment section. Do as I'm telling you to do, man. Reach out to me on IG. I'll help you out, youngsters. I'm going to go ahead and read some of the last comments, man. San Antonio's in the casa. That's right, man. That's right, Kinetic Gamer. Orale, that's right. What do you do? Just all fucking day, just grinding on those buttons right there. Kinetic Gamer for San Antonio got locked up. Yeah, hometown paisas and white boys. Okay, it's just different everywhere, bro. But in California right now, they're on the internet. They're saying I say paisas. When I fucking say paisas, people get mad. Oh fuck that! You're putting down the brown people. And who the fuck are you to even tell me I'm putting down brown people? You don't even know what I do, what I stand for in real life. All you see is this fucking app that's not reality. And when I hit X on this fucking phone, right here, this X button, I'm gonna hit it in about 7 minutes. Then I get back into reality. That you're not this, you're not this. First of all, you telling me what to believe, what to do, what that is laughable. It really is laughable. You know what I mean? Because the trolls are funny, because successful people will never talk shit about another successful person. Never. Never. Successful people will teach me how to improve my life. Hey, Mike, do this. Hey, Mike, watch out for that. Hey, Mike, don't forget this detail. Hey, Mike, that's what successful people tell me. Those are the comments I pay attention to. Everyone else, fuck them. My supporters, that's what I'm here for the community, for the supporters. If I said something that's unpopular, well, you're out of touch. What is it? Says who? Says you? Who are you? Another Joe Blow on the internet? That's all you are, my boy. Another fucking average Joe. So what can you do? Instead of complaining, bitching, and crying, the system, the white gavachos, the fucking ICE raids, what can you do? You could really go out there and get it. You could really go out there and get it, man. Whatever's holding you back, don't make that the excuse, man. I could have thrown it away many times. Fuck it, I could have lost it when Pops died. I could have fucking lost it. I was sitting right there on a 4-yard when Pops died. I could have fucking lost it easily. I ain't gonna go out ass backward, and I'm not going to make my parents not proud, okay? All right, you guys, let's read some more comments. Fuck it, man. Basic barrio tactics in the county. That's right, my boy. Barrio tactics. Here's another barrio tactics, okay? Wear the ops colors when you go over their way. That way they just look inside of their own circles and won't realize you did it. No, just kidding. Right, and I told you about the girl at the hotel rooms, and my bad. I don't want to give you barrio tactics. My bad, cabrón. My bad. The Chicano comes out, and that's never going to go away, gente. I joke around about Cortez, hush puppies. That's because the Chicano's still in me. That's the Chicano that's still in me. I get it, man. I get it. Whole point, does willpower overcome horsepower? If you're resilient enough, if you don't have enough resilience, bro, that means shit just fades you. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you got to imagine the person just going through a fucking tsunami storm, like the one in Karate Kid, the monsoon. You're just going through that fucking monsoon, and the monsoon that's hitting you is probation, parole. The monsoon that's hitting you is you can't get a job, pass a background check. The monsoon that's hitting you is your fucking bills are stacked up. Collection agents are knocking on your door. They want their money. That's the monsoon. You can get through it, bro. But you gotta have the right mentality. If you got the wrong mentality, that you can't do it because the gabacho's holding you down. Oh, fucking Mikey, you just want to be a fucking gabacho. How the fuck do you know what I want to be? I'll hold. Anyways, that's when resiliency overcomes whatever obstacle, man. Or you said, yeah, willpower. It takes willpower. What point does willpower overcome horsepower? Oh, that's easy. It's when you run out of gas in the tank, wait, and you ain't got nothing but heart left. No gas in the tank, right? The body's fucking, it's a hard battle. No gas in the tank, but your heart is still in it. I guess the analogy of like a fight comes to my mind too as well. Mikey, ever been a sponsor for youngsters? I don't know what you mean as far as sponsors, bro. Like you talking about NA and AA? No, bro. No. That's mostly for adults, bro. Not really for the youngsters, man. What the youngsters need is a mentor, cabron. To keep it a buck, man. The youngsters need a mentor, man. What's going on with my grease? Make sure I'm good, man. You know what I mean? No, but at least I've seen at least 10 youngsters in my 10 years that have thanked me on the calles, and they listened to me. They got a trade, they handled business, they settled down, they have kids. And I told them, I said, look, man, you need to find the right partner, man, because if you get the wrong partner, that toxicity is going to fuck you up, man. You don't need someone that's trying to reinvent you. You don't need someone that's trying to hold you down. You don't need to come home at the end of the day from fighting battles just to get home where you're supposed to lay your head and fight more battles. It wears a person out, man, and that goes both ways, all right? The soul supersedes the body. That's right. Feet and mustache. Can you hear me though? Let me do a mic check real quick. Is my mic good? Just want to make sure. Negative, Mikey. The soul super. That's right. I'm gonna get you a palm comb. I had one and it broke. The handle broke, and I just haven't bought it. I gotta go down to the swap meet because they only have that at the hood stores or the liquor stores. I gotta go down to the hood liquor stores. I just haven't thought about it because I actually bought some combs from Target that were finer tooth combs because I like the fine tooth combs. I don't like the one. I had one with big gaps and it was making my hair look thin. You know what I mean? I ain't losing hair. You know what I mean? So, well, bam. Supernatural Psalm 23. That's right, cabron. That's right, man. Prayer, man. We need more prayer. All right, you guys. I'm out. Give them something to hate on. Anything that I said right here, if it was to offend you, or if you want to get offended by it, or if you want to take it as a grain of salt, fuck it. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. It ain't gonna change. We've got a lot of raza now coming on the internet giving financial information. Is music to my ears. Is music to my ears. I thought for a while the fucking cholos were gonna take over the California podcasting scene, but now we got common sense raza coming on here, and I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one telling you how we roll in 2025, man. And if I don't got common sense, fuck it. Drop a comment below. Oh, Mikey, you ain't shit. We should really be doing this. Fucking storming the Capitol and with brown paños and whacking ice ages. Whatever it is that you want to do, how's that working out for you? How's that working out for you? It's working out for me. Whatever I'm doing has worked out for me. All right, you guys, I'm out. Have a good one. I'll catch you guys on Chicano Street. Remember what I always say? Remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.